Hello everyone, I'm back with another video, and basically this is the third video now in an ongoing saga, for lack of a better way of putting it, between at least 3 YouTubers, and my videos are basically to kind of analyze and react to the videos that have been put out by the YouTubers. And so basically it was up until this point between 1316 Killer and a gentleman called Solid Rev, and there is a moment in this video where 1316 Killer makes well, I would have said an unfortunate comment, but we'll get there. But the other thing that I would like to say is that I'm going to do a reaction and an analysis of this video, but I did write to 1316 Killer just to kind of explain that I think that this video is still satire. I don't feel that he's kind of calling anybody out or setting out to upset or aggravate anyone. And I can just scroll down actually and show you the comments. So there was a gentleman called The Bitty who said that he watched the whole video. He thinks that 1316 Killer shouldn't take things too seriously. And he makes reference to the fact that 1316 Killer, the Solid Rev has deleted his videos. You can't actually find them anymore, which is true. Even the new one has been taken down. And I wrote back basically saying, look, I think that this video is satire. He basically copies the style of Solid Rev and does his reaction video or you know, his attempt at making people laugh. And 1316 Killer actually responded to my comment, and he said that he tries to be funny even when it's an angry rant, and I basically took that as a kind of concealed nod that this is basically satire. Now, I could be wrong, and I did actually say that in my comment. I said, look, I could be overthinking this. And I also commented that, you know, unfortunately, because I was watching Rich this morning, I'm actually a fan of Review Tech USA, and I do watch him like quite often. I don't think there's a video that Rich has put out that I haven't watched. And I said, you know, I think it's unfortunate because Rich doesn't seem to appreciate that this is satire. And I think that's unfortunate. And there is a moment in this video where I'm wondering if for a moment we're stepping out of satire and where it's an actual comment that 1316 Killer is making about Rich. That he actually means and something that isn't satire. But what I'll do is I'll play the video and we'll have a watch of it together, and then we'll just do our usual stop and analysis.
Hey, what's up, guys? It's 2 o'clock in the morning. It's now 2:30, and Solid Rev posted a video that he would
a video which has now been deleted.
Put the brakes on me in real life.
I believe that means to physically harm him. I don't know. I'm assuming that's what he means. Stop him in his tracks. So anyway, let's carry on.
And then he's not trying to act like an internet tough guy. I'm in the gym at 2:30 in the fucking morning, Solid. Okay? And I have scoliosis. Okay? I'm not a punk bitch. If you don't want to act like a tough guy on the internet, then don't tell people you'd put the brakes on somebody. Okay? With that said, you're a grown-ass man crying about...
Just so you're aware, this video is very emotional and passionate.
...about fucking video games on the internet. That's what you were doing. That's why that video is deleted. You tell me not to take any credit because you deleted that video and some video about your fucking bald head. I don't know about that shit, okay? I don't give a shit how you look. I don't care about your fucking hair. I've never posted any comments in regards to that video. Never even watched that fucking video. All right? But what
There has been a spate of videos from Solid Rev's channel that have been deleted. what the explanation for that is, I'm not sure. I'm assuming that he is not happy with them for some reason.
You care about is making people fucking laugh, okay? So let's think about that for just a minute.
So just to speak about this point as well, about making people laugh, there is a passionate, for lack of a better way, speech at the end of this video where 1316 Killer basically says, look, life's hard enough. I'm just setting out to make satire out of, you know, turning bad things into good things, basically. And that's what I'm trying to achieve. And I have taken this video as satire. He's not actually... 1316 Killer isn't actually setting out to upset or aggravate Solid Rev. He's just... he's basically reflecting his own style back at him, which is a form of satire, and exaggerating that form. So let's let him carry on.
How can nobody tell that that video isn't fucking satire? I'm in a goddamn fucking Walmart Budweiser cardboard cowboy hat with a pair of overalls I'd fucking never wear. Hopefully you would never fucking wear. And I'm spitting in a fucking cup. I look like a complete ass. Like some inbred fuck that would fuck his sister. That might...
It is a horrendous image. I find it difficult to watch.
Might live in a fucking trailer, okay? So clearly, that's fucking satire, okay? But the gaming community has to be fucking divisive, and everything's got to turn into World War fucking III, and nobody can have any satire in the goddamn gaming community, although Paul Verhoeven was a master at fucking satire with RoboCop and fucking Starship Troopers, so I can't...
Right, okay. This is a very clever analysis that is going on here. So, if I'm correct, the RoboCop satire that 1316 Killer is referring to is because RoboCop is symbolic of masculinity. So, it's an analysis. It's an exaggeration of masculinity. But the thing about it is, I mean, it's a metal man walking around, and the idea is that even though he is kind of has an exaggerated masculinity, that he can come through it somehow, and that you can recognise him as himself, because he is Murphy, you know, he's the policeman who died and was resurrected as this kind of metal, you know, cyborg policeman. But it is a satire. I mean, there's a lot of satire in RoboCop. The corporations are exaggerated. All of the problems that they experience in the police are exaggerated. The corruption is exaggerated. The drugs, the gangs are exaggerated. So there is a lot of satire in RoboCop. Now, the satire in Starship Troopers is actually a bit more subtle, because I believe that is a reflection of an authoritarian society. And all of the young individuals are clambering to join in to that society and to become citizens. And the way of doing that is to join the army, go to another place and annihilate the enemy, with little regard for whether or not they should be doing that in the first place. But again, it's all hyped up. The citizenship aspect is hyped up. The military aspect is hyped up. The propaganda and the control of information is hyped up. So that is also a very good satire. One of the actors, actually, Michael Ironside, in the film Starship Troopers, actually asked the director why he had chosen to do a film that was basically about a kind of fascist, authoritarian military. And I believe the response from Verhoeven was that it was because I think he survived World War II. Or Nazi internment or something like that, and it meant something to him to do a film that satirized authoritarian societies. Let's carry on with this.
Can't I fucking do it with the fucking gaming community? Well, I can't, because the gaming community is a bunch of fucking grown men that fucking belong to some fucking sewing club and chit-chat with their fucking chatty Cathy dolls at the fucking water cooler over fucking video game fucking nonsense, okay? You made yourself look like a fucking idiot. That's why you deleted the video. Just be honest with everybody. Now you're online playing the victim again, okay? And then telling everybody that I'm playing the victim, Although I wasn't playing the victim, I just read the stupid shit that you wrote me, a grown man, over fucking video games. And I clearly read it for people to set up a fucking joke. A 20-minute video or 25-minute video so I can set up a less than 1-minute joke at the end of that goddamn video. So if people would stop coming over to my video and then just typing stupid nonsense because they're on your cock as a YouTuber, okay, and just enjoy the video and get to the end for the fucking punchline, maybe somebody in the fucking gaming community can enjoy it. But plain and simple, Solid Rev, you did something stupid, which was you made a stupid decision, you didn't follow the fucking rules that were put in fucking place, then you wanted to blame someone else for your fucking actions. Then, after doing that, then what do? You post a fucking video in reply to me.
Sorry for the language, by the way.
In regards to fucking satire. And then Rich comes, posts a fucking comment, you pin the comment. So clearly Rich is trying to instigate, and all these people come to my fucking video and...
Now, I'm unclear whether this part is satire, because to my knowledge, Solid Rev hasn't said anything which involves Rich from Review Tech USA. So we may have to take the comments that are delivered about Rich as straight, as in they are not satire. That's just my observation.
Hit dislike, they come to my gym video and hit dislike and fucking troll me. That's how fucking pathetic gamers are in the fucking gaming community over their YouTube alliance.
Now, just a word about satire, because I just had a thought. There is a very famous book called Candide, which was written by the French poet Voltaire. And basically Candide is an exaggeration of the idea that we live in the best of all worlds. And the idea is that we live in the best of all worlds because there is a God. And God has determined that we should live in the best of all worlds. You know, he organises things so that even though sometimes things appear to be bad, they are not. Because this is the best of all worlds. And Candide, which is written by Voltaire, makes fun of that idea because he basically... The point of the satire is that he exaggerates all the horrible things that can go wrong. So Candide becomes homeless. I think he becomes enslaved. There's a lot of physical and mental harm that befalls him, but there is this continuing mantra that actually this is the best of all worlds and this is the best way that things can be. But in reality, that is not the case. I mean, it really, the point of the it's a religious disarming of people, because if we believe that this is the best of all worlds, well, then you can't react against it, because no matter where you move, you will just make the situation worse. So in many ways, it's a criticism of human agency as well.
In regards to YouTubers and YouTubers' fucking stupidity, I made fun of your...
Sorry, just to explain the relevance of that. We're watching satire, but there is a comment section, right? So that means that people can participate in a debate about the meaning of the video, different opinions about the video. So that is an example of human agency. We have the right to... sorry, not the right. We have the ability to engage in a debate about the content. So, I mean, arguably, what comes out of the comment section is a reflection on... Well, a reflection at least on the viewership, if not on the content creator, because the content creator is attracting a certain group of people, and this was something that 1316 Killer has commented on before, where he's basically said that when he makes a video, he wants to inspire stimulating comments in the comment section, and that with a lot of the larger YouTubers, because they have such a... And this was something that I commented on. 1316 Killer hasn't said this directly. A lot of the comments that are written down by people who watch videos from very large YouTubers, like people who've got like hundreds of thousands of subscribers, is that because they have that many subscribers because they have such a broad appeal. And the people are watching... Sorry, the people who are watching are not necessarily watching because they have a very deep interpretation of what is happening. It's one of the examples that was given was that the Review Tech USA intro changed, and people weren't very happy about it. But the actual content of the video wasn't discussed at all.
Fucking stupidity. Now, if I wanted to fucking talk shit, I'd make a video where I was like this and I was just like, Solid Rev, guess what? You're a fucking dumbass. You're a dumbass because you fucking pre-ordered a beta, even though you knew the rules that were set in fucking place, but then you turned around, tried to get your money back, then posted a fucking video crying like a bitch on YouTube over fucking video games, even though you're a grown-ass 30-something-year-old fucking man, and you want everybody to, oh, poor Solid Rev. No, so take some fucking responsibility. So clearly I'm satirizing that so people can see and learn some fucking responsibility and have fun with other people's fucking stupidity.
Just to make this analysis even more complicated, this is a satire of satire. So, quite meta then.
So nobody went out of their way to make fun of you, Solid Rev. I've been doing that redneck for 2-3 fucking years. Hate to break it to you, but my buddy Jay, the guy you know, asked me that week to do a fucking redneck character with my stupid fucking news, and I just came across your video and thought, here is a perfect, what's the word? Amalgam?
Right, okay. This is a good point to stop and have a bit of a discussion about this. So, he is basically, 1316 Killer is basically saying, or Joe, we can say Joe, I think. Joe is basically saying, so 1316 Killer is Joe, and Joe, they're the same person, they're this person. Joe is basically saying, look, I've been doing this redneck character for a long time. Then you come along, he's referring to Solid Rev, and you sound a bit like my redneck, but you're saying nonsense, right? Or not nonsense, but you're kind of making a mistake and he wants to satirize it. So all he's doing is sticking the two things together. That doesn't mean that the video is about Solid Rev. It's just that this... Well, does it have anything to do with the fact that... Maybe that comment from me is wrong. Maybe the fact that Solid Rev and the chap in the dungarees sound similar doesn't really mean anything. It's just the fact that Solid Rev made a bit of a mistake. Joe thought it was worth satirizing, and he thought that the character to use in the satire was the redneck. That doesn't necessarily mean that Joe is calling Solid Rev a redneck, and even if he was, what does that mean?
Put together, I can combine this shit and make this hilarious fucking video, and then what do you say? In real life, I wouldn't fucking do this. In real life, I would be on a fucking stage, but this is my stage, Solid Rev. Me getting on YouTube, put on a fucking stupid ass cardboard fucking cowboy hat. How do you take that?
I think this is also an important point to bear in mind, is that Joe uses the YouTube platform to put his videos up, because it's where he can have an audience to attract people to watch his content. This is all there is. Like, there is no institution, like he said, there's no theatre or stage that he can go to. He has to use the limited resources that he has. Those resources being stories, other YouTubers, relatively simple costumes and personas, to try and construct a satire, which, given the fact that we are now recording this video about him, means that he's succeeded.
Fucking seriously. And the fact that people in the gaming community take shit so seriously is fucking amazing. It's fucking amazing. It's amazingly fucking pathetic. And then what are you doing? Your subscribers can't even see it. You're playing the victim again, and you're I'm looking for the word. You're projecting in that video.
Okay. I'm a bit unclear if he is using the same definition of projecting that I would use, but by projecting, that is where you take something that you don't like about yourself and you put it onto someone else, and then you criticize that person. And that you do that, that's a psychological thing, because you don't want to criticize yourself for whatever the perceived weakness is. So you put the weakness on somebody else and then you criticize them. And in a way, you're kind of criticizing yourself in a roundabout way. But projecting is, yeah, you're basically putting your own weakness on somebody else because you don't want to face it yourself.
You're projecting with the, he's writing that down. Oh, what a loser, writing that down. Here's a reason why I wrote shit down. Hate to break it to you. I've been doing it for 3 fucking years. It's part of my fucking stick. The whole RoboCop, Satire, Paul Verhoeven shit that I combined with the video game community. I just heard that. I combined it with the video game community. Happened to write it down before I came to the fucking gym because I was going to bring it in here and do some stupid shit in the fucking gym. Because that's my stick. I write shit down. You're like, oh, I just get on camera and I just fucking talk to people. I just talk to people. Well, guess what? I don't want to talk to people, Solid Rev. I want to make people fucking laugh. Now, your panties got in a fucking twist because you were a dumbass on the fucking internet, and then I made you look like...
Arguably, that's probably one of the most important points in this video, is that if he is saying that he doesn't want to talk to people, he just wants to make satire, this video must be satire. So he is not speaking to anyone in particular, he is just making his content and putting it out there in the hopes of reaching people and making them laugh. But he has been explicit. He actually said he doesn't want to speak to people, he just wants to reach them through his satire. So this video must be satire. At least in Joe's mind.
More of a dumbass, but I didn't make you look like a dumbass. You made yourself look like a fucking dumbass. Then you made the video about you by posting the fucking comment. Then you want to tell everybody I conveniently left out your fucking apology? Do you think I'm looking at all the goddamn comments underneath all my videos? I don't post videos once a week, twice a week, once a fucking month. I post videos almost every goddamn day, or every 2 days, or every fucking 3 days. Do you realize how many comments I got coming in? I got so many comments coming in. I got fucking 1,400 comments just sitting in a spam box in less than fucking 7 days. But somehow I was supposed to see your fucking apology? You think...
That's because there's quite a lot to be said about these videos. I'm only saying that as a viewer.
I'm writing everything down because No, I'm writing everything down because that's my stick. That's how I make my fucking videos. I'm writing everything down from Google Hangouts because I took pictures of the stupid shit you wrote me over fucking video games and sent them to other grown people that are in the gaming community that have fucking common sense and can realize you made yourself look like a dumbass on YouTube, hence why you deleted the fucking video. So if I wanted to make a video where I was attacking Solid Rev, pay attention, guys. This is how I would do it. I would just get on here and I'd be like, Solid Rev was a stupid fucking jackass.
Hence the satire now. So he's at least explicitly now introduced us to what is happening in this video. That see if I can rewind it back.
I wanted to make a video where I was attacking Solid Rev. Pay attention, guys. This is how I would do it. I would just get on here and I'd be like, Solid Rev was a stupid fucking jackass.
So he's saying, look, this is satire. He's saying, if I was gonna make a video like that, this is what I would do. So it's actually a video in a video now. So he's kind of set up the satire, and now he's now employing this kind of new mechanic, if you like, to create this video in a video. And he's now going to speak to Solid Rev as if he's using Solid Rev's way of doing things to kind of reflect back at him, which is a satire. I'm taking it as satire, so it's an exaggeration. I mean, Solid Rev was not this upset in his video, so this is an exaggeration, which again is a part of satire.
He pre-ordered a digital copy of a game, Stupidity Part 1. He pre-ordered a game to get a beta, Stupidity Part 2. He pre-ordered a game to get a beta. Then there was an open beta around the corner, Stupidity Part 3. But I don't want to talk shit to you, Solid Rev. I want to make people fucking laugh. So I took your stupidity, which is what it was, and used it as inspiration to write a goddamn video. How hard is that to fucking understand? Why do I even have to fucking explain this to you, stupid motherfuckers?
I would admit there's moments where even I'm not necessarily convinced that this is satire. I'm kind of hanging on to that belief because Joe seems to believe it. It's just the anger that knocks you out of it a bit. It's quite an exaggeration.
Jesus Christ! What is wrong with the gaming community?
It's quite a performance, if you want to put it that way.
Why can't we just have a little fun? And we know you're gonna watch this video, Rich, so fuck you, you fat piece of shit.
Right, so that's one comment where okay, I don't want to take the comment straight, because I don't feel that that's necessary. I mean, yeah, I mean, Rich doesn't get the satire, and I said that in my comment that I think it's unfortunate that Rich doesn't get the satire. But I don't agree with attacking anyone personally. I don't think that that is the way to deal with the issue. If I was to say anything about it, I would say that hopefully that is intended as satire. I would acknowledge now that that is a bit difficult to defend because it's not been set up very well. It just appears to have kind of sprung out of his heart. It's almost as if he actually means what he's saying. But I could be wrong.
So, yeah, I didn't see your apology. And then I gotta make this clear, because if I just leave it off as I didn't see your apology, well then why did you respond to it? Because I saw it later. If you look next to it, it says 14 hours ago. So I already came in, made my gym video, which all your fucking losers came to and hit dislike. I mean, how fucking sad are you that you're part of the gaming community, that you watch somebody on YouTube and then you're like, you know what I'm gonna go do? I'm gonna go to this guy's channel and then dislike all his fucking videos. Great job, you fucking losers. You know what that does? That just moves my fucking video. So all I was trying to do was satirize fucking Solid Rev's stupidity and then make something that maybe somebody can fucking learn. Maybe somebody can learn how to take some fucking personal level of...
I'm kind of surprised that people did what Joe is saying. I'm kind of surprised that people would go to his gym video and flag it down out of loyalty to Solid Rev, because Joe is quite a likable character anyway. And if you did watch the video, I mean, there's nothing explicit to dislike about it. Well, I mean, I'm assuming he's just referring to his kind of straight gym videos where he doesn't really say much. It's just, it doesn't strike me as the sort of video that I would think of flagging down. But that's just me.
Fucking responsibility. And Solid Rev still isn't fucking doing it. God forbid I make somebody fucking laugh. So let's clarify this. I wrote notes down because that's part of my stick, and I wrote notes down because I took pictures and sent your dumbass replies over video games. The fact that you would tell me to crawl in a sewer and fucking die, and that I look like a fucking shit eater, okay? Which I didn't take personal. I didn't make the video because I took it personal. I made the video to show your stupidity over fucking video games, over the fact that you couldn't take responsibility. You deleted your fucking video. And then what do?
Just in case people don't know what shtick means. Shtick means a gimmick, comic routine, style of performance, etc. associated with a particular person. So in a sentence that would be, there are many great comics who have based their stand-up shtick on observational comedy. Another definition is a person's special talent, interest, or area of activity. Movies about ordinary women who do extraordinary things. That's my shtick. So that's just an example of using the word.
You go so far as to tell another grown man he's a fucking shit eater. And now, yes, technically you're apologizing. Technically you're taking responsibility, but you're not, because you're still projecting. And then you're throwing in fucking like you're gonna kick my fucking ass. And then, oh, but I don't want to be a tough guy, but I want to let him know in real life I'd fucking kick his ass. You don't know shit about me, Solid Rev. Don't judge a book by its fucking cover. I'm in here every night at 2.
I really hope that Solid Rev didn't mean that.
2 o'clock in the goddamn morning. Every time I get a chance, I'm fucking in here. Don't let this fool you. I know they're small. I know they're little. I know they're not as big as your shit, Solid Rev. Okay? Gonna tell somebody over the internet, oh, I could kick your ass, but I'm not trying to be a tough guy. Then why even fucking say it? You inbred fuck? Yes, I just called you an inbred fuck because who needs to do that? Who needs to get on the internet and go, you know what?
Once again, assuming this is still satire.
I'd stop the brakes on you, but I'm not trying to be an internet tough guy. Get the fuck out of here. That's exactly what you just did. And then you're self-projecting in the fucking video. I took screenshots of everything you fucking said to me on my phone for those people that don't understand. And then I send them to my friends, okay? One of them being Jay, okay? One of them being Pacino and a few other fucking people, and some people that are fucking subscribed to you. And then they wrote me back shit like, I can't believe he's like this. He's a grown-ass man. It's fucking video games. Just let it roll off. Laugh at it. Who fucking gives a shit? So that's why everything was written down. That's why I never saw your fucking apology, your so-called apology, you know? Then you didn't even realize who I was talking to in the last thread in your video. So I took screenshots, I sent the screenshots to my buddies, and then when it was time for me to write all the stupid shit you said down, instead of me going through the comment section, since there's like, I don't know how many fucking comments, and then your thread, generated like 95 things, so I'm not even looking through all that shit, because there was a couple of people I had to block that were just trolling. I start writing everything down off of Google Hangouts because everybody I've talked to has all those pictures. So I just click on somebody's name, I bring up that shit, and I write it all down, and I get my video together, which took me like 2 hours to get all that shit together and write that shit down. For you to take personal responsibility for you to get on the goddamn internet and you know what? I deleted my fucking video. Here's why, guys. Because I look like a fucking asshole. Plain and simple.
He's referring to Solid Rev's video.
When I look like a fucking asshole on YouTube, and I tried to whine and cry and rile up the gaming community over my stupid decisions, over me not taking responsibility. Oh yeah, but Sony should still have fucking flexibility. That's out of the fucking point. The point is, you pre-ordered a fucking digital game. The point is, you fucked up. It's not that big a deal, but you turned it into this big a deal by just making the whole fucking goddamn video about you. I seriously sat down, listened to your fucking video, and wrote funny down. Like, I wrote funny down. I wrote funny shit down. Plain and simple. Like, since you were using your kid as a cop-out, I thought to myself, what would sound funny in my voice as the redneck character? And I thought well, it's all that little bastard's fault. I thought that sounded hilarious. So I was like, well, I'll use that. And then the whole, got my Fruit of the Looms wet as a girl and a 16-year-old girl in the backseat of a car. I mean, clearly that was all written down for comedic fucking purposes, but God forbid anybody in the video game community figure that the fuck out. And as soon as Solid Rev makes a reply video, nothing but Solid Rev's comment section is a circle jerk of hate. And everybody repeating the same shit. 1316 killer hides beside satirists. He says he's a satire. Blah, 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 blah. When really he's only talking shit. No, if I wanted to talk shit, I'd just turn on my camera just like this. Just like Solid Rev did. And I go, you know what, Solid Rev? In real life, I'd kick your ass. But I don't want to be an internet tough guy. That's talking shit, Solid Rev. So you're still not taking full responsibility. And then you're acting like, hey, everybody, I'd kick his ass. And everybody in the comment section is like, yeah, we kick, yeah, Solid Rev would kick his ass. Solid Rev's kick his ass, man. At the end of the day, Solid Rev, I don't give a fuck about you, dude. Just because I make a video doesn't mean I give a fuck about you. It means I want to make...
Well, I can't say that comes across as true, because you must care in order to make the video in the first place. Or at least you're using it to create content, which means that you think that he is worthy as an example. Which means, in my book at least, that you do care.
People laugh. I know people have miserable lives, Solid Rev. So you had a...
This is an important part now.
Miserable day, you had a miserable week, whatever the fuck happened to you in real life, and you said some stupid, horrible fucking shit to me. It's okay. I don't care.
At the end of the day, that is the reason why we all reach out for entertainment, is that life is not easy all the time. For some people, it isn't easy most of the time. And yeah, if Joe is genuinely saying that he makes these videos as entertainment to help people, to make them laugh and distract them from the difficulties in life, then obviously that is a worthy pursuit.
I seriously don't care, brother. But guess what it did? It let me be creative to make a fucking video and make a 2-minute joke or less than 1 minute joke at the end of that goddamn video. So did you get to the end of the video? Did you bother to tell everybody at the end of the video there's a joke at the very fucking end? Because you said as soon as I didn't read the apology, you were done with the video. Even though there was, at that point, there's less than 2 minutes to go, so why don't you finish the fucking video and see I made a joke at the end of the goddamn video, guy?
Again, I think we may have fallen out of Satire now. This sounds like genuine disappointment with Solid Rev.
And why don't gamers in this fucking community that bicker back and forth about plastic fucking playthings, not my toys hanging on the fucking wall, okay? But plastic fucking video game boxes. It's the same as fucking toys. Difference is I don't play with fucking toys. But you playing with fucking video games, people playing video games, thinking they're above fucking toys? When you spent $400 to play in a make-believe world on your fucking television, that's just like playing with toys. Hate to break it to you, you stupid motherfuckers, okay? But why does...
Again, not clear if this is satire. We have to assume it's satire because he has explicitly said that he doesn't make videos to reach out to speak to people. He's making videos to make people laugh.
The video.
So, if he were to make a video, he's kind of made it with that comment. He's kind of made it so that he can't make a video now where he speaks to... I mean, I'm taking him... I might even be satirizing him now, but or at least exaggerating what he's saying. But it... Well, we can say that maybe in the comment section he speaks to us directly, but the videos aren't for that. They are for comedy. So we have to, even though this doesn't seem like satire, we have to take it as satire.
Game community have to be so fucking divisive? Or people that collect toys, that collect different toys, bickering back and forth about plastic fucking playthings? No, but the fucking video game community does it. And as soon as somebody comes along like me, the only person on goddamn YouTube trying to fucking satirize the gaming community's fucking stupidity and maybe toss in a pinch of fucking, I don't know, common fucking sense, I'm the bad guy. Unfucking real. We all have shitty lives, Solid Rev. I get it. But maybe you can try to understand that maybe I do this because I know people have shitty lives. I know people have shitty lives as kids. I dealt with it. I dealt with my mom getting beat in the fucking head with a fucking 9-iron golf club from a fucking drunk.
Again, evidence that perhaps this is no longer satire?
So I know people have shitty lives, Solid Rev. So maybe think for a fucking minute that maybe I do all this to make people
bit too close to reality there.
Fucking laugh. That's the point of it. That's the point of it. I didn't get on YouTube, dress up like a fucking redneck, title it Solid fucking Rev, and then run my fucking mouth about you, Solid. So don't get online, try to tell people you're not a tough guy, but in reality you put the fucking brakes on me when you don't even fucking know that, brother. You don't even know how I could choke you the fuck out, do you? So maybe you little fucking idiots in the gaming community that have these fucking hard-ons for your favorite fucking YouTuber can learn that it's stupid to bitch back and forth about video games and plastic fucking playthings and not take fucking responsibility in life. And maybe you can understand that I know some of you sorry motherfuckers that have nothing better to do than to tear people down like Solid Rev did underneath my video, or trying to tear people down because your life fucking sucks. And maybe I know your life fucking sucks, and maybe that's why I'm trying to make people fucking laugh. Peace out, motherfuckers.
Okay, well, that's the end of the video. Don't know what people think. I'm happy to give him the benefit of the doubt, but we'll have to see where things go next. Solid Rev has taken his video down. It's possible that Rich will do a response Maybe not. I don't know. So we'll have to see if that's the end of it now, or whether there will be any more lively discussion. Thank you very much for your viewership, and see you next time.